Hello, my name is Crystal Gels, and this is my capstone video presentation for the Instructional Technology Master's Program at Kennesaw State University. The title of my capstone project is Integrating Office 365 into the World Language Classroom. I started this capstone project in January of 2019, and it was completed in October of 2019. I chose this topic because I saw that teachers, specifically world language teachers, use of technology was mainly for administrative tasks or lesson delivery. I noticed varying degrees of technology usage by both teachers and students, along with a lack of resources and implementation among world language teachers. As indicated in a study by Martins, although there is an increased interest in using Web 2.0 tools, teachers are not maximizing the potential of these tools. Martins indicates that pairing technology with authentic language experiences is beneficial to learners. In my district, all students and teachers have free, accessible Office 365 accounts that were not being used to their fullest potential. The problem that prompted this capstone proposal is the lack of resources and technology integration, specifically Office 365 tools in the world language classroom. Students' personal use of technology is often limited to their smartphones. However, today's learners want information quickly and prefer active learning environments where technology can play an important role. In a study by von Skolsken, Z, and Bowman, the researchers found that the teachers are willing to use technology when they know it will improve instruction. By providing more resources and examples along with practical applications, it is suggested that student and teacher usage and integration of technology will increase. This capstone project addresses the lack of resources and technology integration, specifically Office 365 tools, in the world language classroom. The original plan for this project was to coach world language teachers on how to integrate Office 365 tools, along with other associated technology applications, into their classroom instruction through a series of workshops. The proposed plan began with surveying teachers from local middle schools to assess the need for and comfort levels of using Office 365. The survey includes questions about which tools they currently use for administrative tasks, direct instruction, and student use, along with frequency of use. The results from this initial survey would provide me with information necessary to help plan subsequent workshops directly addressing the needs of my colleagues. The original workshops planned included sessions on using Microsoft Forms and Sway, as well as connecting Office 365 with other available technologies such as Edmodo and Remind. This project was evaluated throughout its implementation using surveys through forms. The surveys helped drive the content of each workshop and coaching session. Teachers were asked to rate their usage and comfort level with Office 365 tools both before and after the workshops and coaching sessions. The responses indicated that teachers' comfort levels increased over the span of the project. Also, the participants indicated an increase in how often they used several of the tools. The only tool that did not see an increase was Sway. Teachers indicated that although Sway is interesting and they enjoyed the video link that I sent, they preferred PowerPoint and did not see the need for using Sway in classrooms. The session on Flipgrid was a huge success. Teachers immediately started making grids for student responses. I sent a follow-up survey after the final coaching session and also engaged in several informal conversations with teachers in the hallway, at buses, before and after school. Overall, teachers indicated that their use of Forms and Flipgrid had increased. Teachers also added resources to Teams. This technology resource is allowing teachers to share examples of best practices with each other, along with providing a platform for collaborative meetings and communication. For the first workshop, I shared templates and examples with my colleagues via Teams. Although this workshop was originally planned for world language teachers, several of my colleagues from varying content areas dropped by to check things out. This meeting resulted in a science teacher, ESOL teacher, and 2 English teachers sharing ways to incorporate Office 365 forms into their teaching practices. They were able to build upon ideas I presented to identify ways to make more use of this tool in their classrooms. Time constraints limited attendance for many to some of the workshops, So for the second workshop on Sway, I prepared a short screencast video with step-by-step directions for teachers. Teachers responded that the video was useful, and they appreciated being able to watch it on their own time. Originally, I had planned for the third workshop to cover using Edmodo and Remind. However, after reviewing the results of my initial survey, it was apparent that teachers were also interested in Flipgrid. I adjusted my plan for the workshop along with its delivery. It is very difficult for teachers, especially middle school teachers, to attend meetings outside of their regular school day. Therefore, this workshop took the form of individual and small group coaching sessions. There were several positive outcomes from this capstone project. For one, coaching relationships were formed between me and my colleagues and among other participants. I have noticed that teachers feel more comfortable asking me technology-related questions. Teachers also seem to be open to new ideas of incorporating not only Office 365 tools into their teaching practices and students' learning experiences, but also other tools such as Flipgrid. Teachers have added to the initial resources presented to them in teams with shareable documents, templates, and links. A few barriers were encountered along the way. A lack of common planning time and differing schools hours made it difficult to deliver the workshops as originally planned. However, adjustments were made and the workshops proved beneficial as reflected in the surveys by those who were able to participate. Another topic that kept coming up among teachers was a lack of access to technology. The few available labs or carts are often shared among grade levels or school-wide, making it difficult to plan for technology-rich lessons and activities. Additionally, students may have limited internet access at home and only have access to cell phones, making some applications difficult to work with. I plan to continue the work presented in this capstone project by offering individual coaching sessions or workshops during professional learning days to my world language colleagues. And since teachers from different subject areas participated in the project, I can continue to put my newly developed technology coaching skills to work. The goal of this capstone project was to coach teachers on ways to integrate Office 365 along with associated technologies into the world language classroom. This project was successful at not only supporting world language teachers, but other subject areas as well. Although I had experience through many assignments and various courses in my degree program, this project allowed me to put them into action. First, I saw the value in developing a needs assessment survey and how it led me to changes in my initial plans in order to meet the needs of my audience. Adjustments to my original plan gave the participants a voice in their professional development. Also, flexibility is key. Although all of my workshops did not happen as originally planned, I enjoyed forming coaching relationships where I was able to help teachers successfully integrate various technology tools into their teaching practice and their students' learning experiences. True partnerships were formed where we continue to learn from each other, discuss new ideas, and explore new technologies. As Knight suggests, quote, "We want the people with whom we work to learn new ways to help students to change for the better," end quote. Working through this capstone project gave me valuable experience with helping teachers learn about new technology tools and resources. This project also gave me an opportunity to work with teachers from various content areas, which put me a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but encouraged me to stretch myself and my coaching abilities. I love being in the classroom with my students and finding new ways to bring authentic real-world learning experiences that are infused with technologies to them. I look forward to using the skills I learned in this program with students, sharing those experiences with colleagues, and continuing to look for innovative ways to use technology tools and resources in the classroom. Thank you for listening.